There's a creature taking over the internet right now. It's not a cat, it's not a dog, it's a potato? A watermelon with legs? No, it's a pygmy hippo, and the world has absolutely lost its mind over these adorable, chunky mini beasts. But here's the thing, these viral sensations are hiding some absolutely wild secrets. Stick around, because what you're about to learn will completely change how you see these internet darlings. Before we dive in, quick question. Did you know that pygmy hippos are so rare? There are fewer of them in the wild than there are giant pandas. Yeah, while millions are clicking and sharing their videos, these little guys are vanishing. But why are we so obsessed with them? Is it just because they're cute? Or is there something deeper going on? Let's find out. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, or should I say, the hippo in the room. Actually, pygmy hippos aren't just going viral by accident. There's genuine psychological science behind why we can't scroll past them. First, meet Mu Dung, the pygmy hippo that broke the internet. This sassy little superstar from Thailand became a global icon practically overnight, with millions of views, countless memes, and even merchandise. But Mu Dung isn't alone. Zoos worldwide are reporting massive increases in visitors, all wanting to catch a glimpse of these pint-sized celebrities. But here's what's fascinating. Our brains are literally wired to find them irresistible. Psychologists call it baby schema. Those features like big eyes, round faces, and clumsy movements trigger our nurturing instincts. It's the same reason we find human babies cute. Pygmy hippos hit every single one of those buttons. Plus, they have this hilariously grumpy expression that makes them look perpetually unimpressed with life. And honestly, in this economy, relatable. Their size plays a huge role too. Regular hippos, terrifying death machines. We're talking 3 to 4 tons of pure aggression, one of Africa's most dangerous animals. But pygmy hippos, they max out at around 600 pounds. Still chunky, but in that teddy bear way that makes you want to give them a hug, even though you absolutely should not do that. Okay, so what exactly is a pygmy hippo? Time for some wild facts that'll blow your mind. Pygmy hippos, scientifically known as Chroropsis liberiensis, are not just baby versions of regular hippos. They're a completely separate species that evolved to master a totally different lifestyle. While their massive cousins dominate rivers and lakes across Africa, pygmy hippos are forest specialists, living in the dense rainforests of West Africa, primarily in Liberia, Sierra Leone, Guinea, and Ivory Coast. Here's where it gets crazy. These guys are living fossils. Their ancestors roamed Europe millions of years ago, and they've barely changed. They're like nature's time capsules, giving us a window into what ancient hippo species were like. The differences between pygmy and regular hippos are insane. Regular hippos spend most of their day in water. Pygmy hippos, they're mainly land-based, only hitting the water to cool off or hide from danger. Common hippos live in groups called pods. Pygmy hippos are total introverts. They're solitary and prefer the single life. Those massive jaws regular hippos use to fight. Pygmy hippos have proportionally smaller heads and don't have the same aggressive territorial behavior. Their eyes are on the sides of their heads instead of on top, because they're not spending all day submerged like their cousins. And here's a fun fact that sounds made up, but isn't. Pygmy hippos secrete this reddish, oily substance that people once thought was blood sweat. It's actually a natural sunscreen and antibiotic. These little guys are literally producing their own skincare routine. Someone call the cosmetics industry. Now let's get into the really good stuff, how these mysterious creatures actually live. Because spoiler alert, we don't know as much as you'd think. Pygmy hippos are incredibly elusive. They're nocturnal and live in some of the most impenetrable rainforests on Earth, which means studying them in the wild is extremely difficult. Most of what we know comes from captive populations and brief field observations. But here's what we do know, and it's fascinating: diet and foraging. They're herbivores with a refined palate, munching on ferns, fruits, grasses, and leaves. Unlike regular hippos who graze in open areas, pygmy hippos browse through the forest like tiny, rotund gourmets. They'll use their lips to grab vegetation and have been observed eating fallen fruit. making them important seed dispersers in their ecosystem. Territory and communicatio. They mark their territory by, and I'm not kidding, spinning their tails like propellers while defecating to spread it around. It's called muck spreading, and it's simultaneously disgusting and hilarious. Scientists believe it's their way of leaving messages for other hippos. This forest is mine. Aquatic abilities. Despite being more terrestrial than their cousins, pygmy hippos are excellent swimmers and can hold their breath for up to 5 minutes. They have special adaptations like valves that close their nostrils and ears when submerged. They'll follow the same paths through the forest for years, creating tunnel-like trails through the vegetation, basically their own personal highway system. Reproduction. Female pygmy hippos are pregnant for about 110 days and typically have one calf. Baby pygmy hippos are born weighing only 10 to 14 pounds. That's smaller than most human babies. And get this, unlike regular hippo calves who are born in water, pygmy hippo babies are born on land in hidden, secluded spots. Okay, it's time to get serious for a moment because while we're all loving these viral videos, there's a really important story we need to talk about. Pygmy hippos are endangered, like seriously endangered. Current estimates suggest there are fewer than 2,500 left in the wild, and that number is dropping. The threats are massive. Habitat loss. West African rainforests are being destroyed at an alarming rate for logging, agriculture, and mining. When the forest disappears, so do the hippos. Hunting. Despite being protected, they're still hunted for bushmeat in some regions. Civil conflicts. Many of the countries where pygmy hippos live have experienced political instability and war, making conservation efforts incredibly challenging. Here's the gut punch. Pygmy hippos have already gone extinct in Nigeria, and they're extremely rare in Guinea and Ivory Coast. Liberia holds most of the remaining wild population, but even there, their habitat is fragmented and under pressure. The species is listed as endangered on the IUCN Red List, and some scientists warn they could disappear from the wild within our lifetime if things don't change. But here's where the story gets hopeful. The viral fame of pygmy hippos like Mu Deng is actually making a real difference. This is where things get beautiful. That video you shared of a pygmy hippo chomping on a watermelon, it might actually be helping save the species. Zoos with pygmy hippos are reporting unprecedented interest, which translates to increased funding for conservation programs, greater awareness of the species and their plight, successful breeding programs that maintain genetic diversity, educational opportunities reaching millions of people who never knew these animals existed. Organizations like the Pygmy Hippo Foundation are working directly with communities in West Africa to protect habitat and reduce human-wildlife conflict. Every viral video, every share, every comment increases the visibility of their work. There are about 300-400 pygmy hippos in captivity worldwide, participating in breeding programs that could eventually help repopulate wild areas. These programs maintain genetic databases to ensure healthy, diverse populations. And the locals in West Africa, conservation initiatives are working to show communities that living pygmy hippos are worth more than dead ones. Through ecotourism, education programs, and sustainable development projects that don't require destroying the forest. So yeah, pygmy hippos are cute, they're meme-worthy, and they're absolutely going viral for all the right reasons. But they're also evolutionary marvels. Ecosystem engineers, and let's be real, they're counting on us. The fact that millions of people are falling in love with these chunky little forest potatoes means we have a chance to save them. Every view, every share, every person who learns something new today becomes part of the solution. These aren't just internet celebrities, they're ambassadors for an entire ecosystem that desperately needs our help. And honestly, if a grumpy-looking mini hippo chomping on vegetables is what it takes to get people to care about rainforest conservation, then I say let's keep the memes coming. If you learned something today, smash that like button, subscribe for more wildlife content, and drop a comment telling me, what's your favorite pygmy hippo moment? And if you want to actually help, check out the links in the description to legitimate conservation organizations working to protect these incredible animals. Thanks for watching, and remember, behind every viral video is a wild animal that needs our respect, our awareness, and our protection. Let's make sure pygmy hippos don't just exist as digital memories, but thrive in the forest where they belong. See you in the next one. Remember to like, subscribe, and share the video.